The downfall of Jack's fitness is as shocking as it seems. One minute, he's the golden boy of TikTok, flexing his gains and inspiring us all to lift heavier. The next, he's spiraling into a mess of OnlyFans scandals and friend betrayals. His comment section, once filled with cheerleaders, is now a battlefield of haters. But how did our gym hero turn into the villain of his own story? It all began with Jack uploading his first TikTok in September 2023, showcasing his painfully skinny physique with curling some pink weights. At 6'1" and weighing just 49 kilograms, he looked like a strong breeze could knock him over. The comment section was brutal, with trolls laughing at his efforts and questioning if he was using steroids. Spoiler alert, he wasn't. Jack was doing countless reps with those tiny dumbbells, a classic case of someone trying to change without knowing how. Jack explained his unique workout routine in one video, 200 reps with 2 kg weights, because that's all he had. He casually mentioned upgrading to 4 kg soon, aiming to build up from there. Despite the trolls, Jack soldiered on, uploading videos of his fitness journey. Sure, his methods weren't exactly textbook, but his determination was undeniable. Jack's shyness was evident in his videos, and he often talked about feeling socially awkward growing up. He revealed in a podcast that his gym journey started after a rough summer where things didn't work out with a girl he was talking to.
To a girl for basically the whole of the summer, and things just didn't work out, and I just felt like really like the lowest I've been before starting the gym. I just felt really low, really demotivated.
Feeling at his lowest, he turned his life around with only his tools, 2 tiny dumbbells and a phone to record everything. It's a story many can relate to, turning heartbreak into motivation. Unfortunately, the internet wasn't exactly empathetic, laughing at his reasons for hitting the gym. Despite the mockery, Jack's follower count exploded. Trolls or supporters, it didn't matter. His numbers were climbing. He hit 70,000 followers on TikTok and dropped out of school to pursue content creation full-time in a move that raised many eyebrows. Crazy? Maybe. But for Jack, it was a dream coming true, fueled by the rapid growth of his account and the money starting to roll in. By September 5th, 2023, Jack's stats were still alarming, 6'1" and 48.8 kg. According to NHS, his BMI was dangerously low, raising concerns about his overall health. But Jack continued, claiming he was healthy despite the stats suggesting otherwise. Surprisingly, as Jack kept posting, people began to take him seriously. Thousands left comments of encouragement and advice, transforming his comment section from a troll haven to a motivational hub. Influencers like Noah Deyzel even reached out, apologizing for the hate and urging Jack to keep going. It was a wild turnaround. One minute, he was the laughingstock of GymTok. The next, he was the underdog everyone wanted to see succeed. Deciding to drop out of school at 17 must have been a massive leap for Jack. Most teenagers worry about exams and prom, but Jack was eyeing a different path. He saw other fitness influencers living the dream and figured he couldn't achieve the same success while stuck in a classroom. And guess what? He was right. Not long after taking this bold step, he became a sponsored MyProtein athlete. Just think about it. In 9 months, he started his fitness journey, quit college, and scored a sponsorship deal. That's like hitting the fitness influencer jackpot in record time. However, people started to notice something odd about Jack's progress. Despite his shiny new sponsorship, he didn't seem to be making much physical progress. Critics quickly pointed out that he looked the same as when he started. They questioned how someone with barely noticeable gains could land a deal with a protein brand. And to be fair, they had a point. Jack had only recently figured out what he was doing and was now dishing out advice on workouts and supplements. Fans felt he hadn't earned his spot, but the truth was, his sponsorship wasn't about his expertise. It was more about his journey and relatability. Brands like MyProtein saw him as an inspiring figure, someone who could motivate others to start their fitness journeys. At the beginning of the year, Jack caught the eye of Joe Fazer, a YouTuber with over 1.6 million subscribers. Joe, who had also struggled with being skinny, made a video titled, "Here's How to Get Big as a Skinny Guy," which racked up 1 million views and many positive comments. Fans believed in Jack's potential, with comments like, "This guy is going to be a Chad soon. Trust the vision." Yet, 4 months later, Jack's progress had stalled. He was still around 55 kilograms, and his eating habits were questionable, as his relentless comment section pointed out. Even so, his audience kept growing, although they began to notice changes in his personality. Jack started collaborating with more influencers. This was a huge step for someone who had lacked confidence just a few months before. Seeing him making friends, attending lifting events, meeting people, and receiving gifts from gym companies was terrific. It seemed like a dream come true, and Jack lived it up. But, as they say, the brightest candle burns out twice as fast. Jack's rapid rise was about to hit a major snag. His obsession with clout and views began to cloud his vision. He started posting rage bait and chasing money, which attracted the wrong kind of attention. People online, always ready to exploit vulnerable creators, zeroed in on Jack. One of the first incidents that turned public opinion against him was his involvement with an OnlyFans model, Alexis Reed. It was a classic tale. A socially awkward guy gets taken for a ride by a model who uses him to drive traffic to her site. Jack was called out for it, but he defended Alexis as a friend, claiming she wasn't using him for views. Things escalated when Jack appeared on a stream with Ed Matthews, an OnlyFans manager notorious for exploiting young influencers. Jack looked painfully uncomfortable during the stream, barely making eye contact and mostly staring at his phone. Jack's friends in the industry saw what was happening to him. They warned him to avoid Ed and the OnlyFans crowd, but their messages seemed too late. Jack's behavior on the stream became a source of relentless trolling. He even made a cringeworthy attempt to hit on Alexis, which only added to the awkwardness. Jack's downfall was fast and messy. His once supportive community turned on him as he got caught up in more controversies. His videos became more about drama and less about genuine fitness advice. The audience who once cheered for him now saw a different side, a side that seemed more interested in stirring the pot than lifting weights. His original charm, the raw and relatable kid trying to bulk up, was overshadowed by a persona chasing clout. It was indeed a disappointing turn for those who had believed in his journey. The tipping point came when Jack accused a fellow fitness influencer, James Bowell, of using steroids. This happened during another stream with Ed, where Jack smirked and nodded when asked if James was a fake natural. The backlash was immediate, and Jack tried to apologize, but his apology video was a disaster. He couldn't stop laughing, making the whole thing seem like a joke. He said he talked to James and apologized, but it was hard to take him seriously. Jack's downward spiral continued as he lost his partnership with MyProtein. His desperate bid for attention had him acting out of character, hanging out with people who didn't share his audience. The situation got even messier when Ed leaked DMs showing Jack's eagerness to join Ed in Marbella to chase women and live the gym lad lifestyle. In his second apology video, Jack finally seemed to realize his mistakes. He admitted he'd been exploited and wanted to return to his roots in fitness content. He even reconnected with Joe Fazer, who seemed to play the big brother role, hopefully getting Jack back on track. So, is all this Jack's fault? Honestly, he got too much too soon and was taken advantage of. He's just an 18-year-old who's socially awkward and vulnerable to people promising fame and money. It's easy to forget this all happened within 9 months. Jack needs to figure out who his real friends are in the industry, or he risks further downfall. What do you think? Is Jack just a victim of circumstance, or does he bear some responsibility for his downfall? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you want to stay updated with more stories like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching and see you next time.